So I keep saying what I said also yesterday and right after the news of Graham Potter, and also before, because on Saturday night I had that kind of indication. Julian Nagelsmann is the favorite to get the Chelsea job. Favorite means that he's really appreciated internally at Chelsea. We know that the technical director, Christopher Vivel, knows very well Julian Nagelsmann, and so he's a big fan of his ideas, of his methods, but not just Christopher Vivel. I'm told that also other people into the board are a big fan of Julian Nagelsmann, considered the perfect manager for the Chelsea job. But we also know that Chelsea is not just about one single person. There is Todd Bowley, Bedadek Dali, and all the directors. It's like 5, 6, 7 people deciding all together for the new coach. And this is a crucial step. This is not just a new manager, but they already changed the manager in September. They invested big money. This was not working. So now they can't miss on this manager, and this is why they're going to take their time today, tomorrow, the next few days, to meet with managers, to meet with representatives, to decide who is the best option. But I keep saying that from my understanding, Julian Nagelsmann is the favorite, and it's important to understand what's going to happen on Nagelsmann's side, because he wanted to wait a bit, but Chelsea is tempting Nagelsmann. Let me mention that at the moment Chelsea have not contacted Bayern, because he's still under contract with Bayern until June 2026. So in case they want to proceed with Nagelsmann, they have to contact Bayern and find an agreement. At the moment, it's still not direct club-to-club contact, but Nagelsmann is the favorite. To mention other potential names, I will keep an eye on Ruben Amorim, Sporting coach, really appreciated too. But this is not easy during the season to go for a manager who is already busy with Sporting. And then Luis Enrique also has some people appreciating him into the board. So let's see what Chelsea will decide to do, but Nagelsmann is the favorite. As you mentioned, the numbers are very clear, but Chelsea always protected and supported the manager in February, in March, in difficult moments. But then after the Aston Villa game, they had a feeling that something different was needed also into the dressing room. Some of the players were not happy at all. The feeling also on the pitch is that they needed some different kind of energy. And so Chelsea were waiting and waiting, because they always wanted to protect Graham Potter. They spent big money to appoint Graham Potter in September. They trusted him, his ideas, his project for a long time. I think he also has some excuses, some points in his favor, because many players joined in January. Chelsea are rebuilding everything, so it's not just Graham Potter in this case. But then they decided to give it a shock. They feel that the dressing room needs something different now. They feel that with Real Madrid, they can compete. They can do something important, maybe with this change of manager, to change the air and the atmosphere around the squad. And so this is why on Saturday night, right after the Aston Villa game, there was an internal discussion between all the directors, the owners of Chelsea, of course, with Todd Bowley involved, and they decided to proceed with a new coach, so to change and to have a new face on the bench as soon as possible. At the moment is Bruno Saltor, who had his press conference a few minutes ago as an interim coach, but Chelsea are looking for a new manager immediately, and the conversations are ongoing.
Coach, and you were working with him earlier on. Was he the guy that opened the doors for you, or more? Did you learn things that you still carry with you from Thomas Tuchel?
I liked him as a manager very much. I think the training sessions were very interesting, were very hard for the head. It was not only play a pass to another guy and then it's over. It's always very difficult and very exhausting for the brain, but was interesting, and I developed as a player when he was my manager, and I created ideas for being manager on my own. And when I get injured in Augsburg, when he was my manager, he told me that he could imagine that I could be a good manager in the future as well, and so he opened the door. But at the end, there were other guys like Ernst Tanner or Alexander Schmidt in 1860 Munich who were more important for my career because they gave me the first job. I think that's more door opening than just imagine that I could be a good manager. But the first step, I think, was Thomas, and the.
I saw you in the PSG Leipzig game, and I was looking at it. I was thinking, oh yeah, it's like a club team. And then it's like, no, it's like a Guardiola team. Then I realized at the end it was a Nagelsmann team, quite clearly. But those two are influences in the way you're thinking, no?
Yeah, for me as a manager, when I have to talk about my philosophy, I try to educate my players on all phases of the game. So there will be parts like the counter-pressing moments of Liverpool. There will be parts of ball possession moments like Man City or Barcelona or Bayern Munich when Pep was the manager of Bayern. So I think it's important that the players get ideas in every phase of the game, in attacking moments, and pressing and counter-pressing and counter movements and ball possession moments, because there are different opponents, and every opponent has different strengths and weaknesses, and you have to adapt a little bit, and you have to focus. Sometimes there are games you have to focus more on counter-pressing or more on ball possession, but at the end, overall, when you watch 90 minutes, you always have nearly every phase of the game. Not the same time, not always 30 minutes attacking and 30 minutes pressing and 30 minutes ball possession, but you have every phase in overall the 90 minutes. So you have to educate your players in every phase. And yeah, sometimes we focus in the training sessions a bit more on possession. Sometimes we focus a bit more on pressing, but overall they have to be a good player in all phases and have to get good ideas in all phases, and that's the most important topic for me.
What's the most important position in your sport?
For me, it's number 6. It depends on your philosophy. I think it's not that you will not get the same answer of every coach, but for me, it's position number 6, nearly like a quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
in American football, because he's get linked defense, offense, have a lot of decisions during a game in offense and also in defense part. Try to close some spaces for the opponents. Try to speed up the game. Always try to find a good position in offense. If you lose the ball in transition, that you can do counter pressing. So it's a really, really important position. Also, goalkeeper is also important. But if you're a manager or coach who want to see offensive football, then the answer will be number 6.
Okay.
And if you're a manager who's more focused on the defense, the answer could be goalkeeper. But both positions are. You also need a striker who can score goals.
Sure.
You need a receiver who can catch the ball. You need every player, but I think the most important topic or most important player is position number 6, because it's like quarterback in American football, nearly the same.
Yeah.
For build-up game, for transition, always be the linked player,
Right.
It's a bit different because we do not have defense, offense, and you change the whole team.
During that second half, you were unhappy with the decision. What exactly was going on there?
I think there were, 20 decisions you can decide for each team, and they always decided for Gladbach in every situation. And I think it was a horrible performance of the referee. It's like that. It was, 10 fouls of Kramer against Leroy Sané. He didn't get one free kick. You don't have to whistle every free kick, but one would be good, because 10 touches of Kramer to stop him, because Sané is very quick, and every small decision where he decided for Gladbach and no one for us. And also, Sommer had 2 times 35 seconds his ball in his hand, and I think the rule is 12 seconds, and sometimes you have to make a decision, a yellow card or something like that. And I think the performance of the referee wasn't that good. And instead of giving yellow card to him, just with your own nose and whistle the right way for both teams, the same. And today I think it was not like that.
Julian, thank you very much.
Now I get wahrscheinlich Strafe.
He said at the end in German there, now I'm probably going to get a fine. He might after that.